YouTube, it's Alex. Sorry for my Alex in the house hair. I don't really brush my hair unless it's driving me too crazy and I'm gonna go out. But you YouTubers of mine are used to me looking like this, so I don't know why I keep apologizing. So I'm making my video like way early, but that's because I've had certain events happen to my pregnant body that I wanted to share. So I brought back I call it my YouTube Facebook, because I used to have a personal one, and I had a Facebook just for, you know, people that I met through YouTube. Yeah. So I don't have a personal Facebook. I probably will never have a personal Facebook again, which is awesome, because I hear so much drama from my family and friends and blah. But anyways, it's not about that. So I brought that back, so my YouTube, Facebook, and I mentioned, so some of you guys already know, and some of you that aren't friends with me on there don't know. So, last night, I don't know what time it was. I'm gonna say 7 in the evening. Right after I uploaded the video you guys saw last night, it happened, so that's why it wasn't in the video last night. But around 7 in the evening, I went potty, and when I wiped on the toilet paper, there was bright blood, and it was only spots, like it was just a little bit. And I think I noticed it in the toilet first, so I think some of it went in the toilet, just a little bit, because I was like, that's weird, just, you know, discolored. It wasn't like a normal clear, because my urine is pretty clear because I drink so much water. But once in a while, this is TMI, by the way, once in a while I'll see like cloudiness go in the toilet, because that's like my pregnant body fluid stuff, so I'm used to that. But I always look just in case something new happens, like something did new happen, and I'm like, that's a weird color. And then when I wiped, there was like a little bit of bright blood, but it was bright. It's very red, very bright. It wasn't old or anything, and it was just on the toilet paper. I wiped again, even more on the toilet paper. I wiped a third time and it was gone, no more. So I wiped twice and there was red. And I got super excited. It didn't even scare me or anything. One, it didn't scare me because it wasn't that much. And two, I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe, you know, my cervix is dilating and it's not stuck at a 2 anymore. And I'm 37 weeks, so I'm like, okay, if I have the baby now. So I got really excited. I instantly called my husband because he left early to go to the gym. And he's like, what should we do? And I go, I'm gonna wait it out and see what happens. And he's like, okay, well, just keep me in touch. And I'm like, okay. And then I emailed my mom, because my mom and I, instead of calling each other and bugging each other, she's not much of a texter, so I email her, and it's really easy to get on my email through my phone and just send her a quick email through my cell phone, and she's always emailing me back. So I only told her, and I told my husband. I didn't tell anyone else just because of how late it was. Okay, now my hair is bugging me. It looks gross right there. That's what happens when you wear your hair in a ponytail all the time. So after I noticed the spotting, I started cramping like I was on my period, and that made me excited. Even though it hurts and it's uncomfortable and it's gross, it's still exciting, because all you think about when this is happening is, I'm gonna meet my baby soon. And so I just went to bed and watched more Jane the Virgin. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Jane the Virgin. And just really paying attention to my body. So a lot of cramping, a lot of backache. My contractions, I think they increased a little bit, but not too much. So usually I'll have like 2 contractions an hour. Well, they turned into like 4 an hour, which is still not that much, but it's more than my normal. And when I did have the contractions, I would have, like, my cramping never would go away, but the cramping would intensify pain-wise, and then right when that happened, I would contract. And I'm like, that's new. And it felt like more pressure in my bum area than normal when I had the contractions, and they felt stronger. So I'm like, that's new. But the contractions never increased. They stayed at like 4 an hour. They never got more than that. So that's like a sign of me to say, okay, I don't need to go in the hospital yet. And then 2 hours after I saw the bleeding, I've gone pee since then and would wipe and there would be nothing there. I'd even go wipe just to see if there's any more, and there would not be any more spotting. But about 2 hours after the first spotting, I went pee and I wiped and there's more spotting. And again, it was just on the toilet paper. So I got even more excited again, but it wasn't mucus plug. A mucus plug is, or not mucus plug, it wasn't a bloody show, because I'm pretty sure a bloody show is mucus tinged with blood, and it's not that. It was just drips, like dots, like 3 dots, and so I'm like, that's not enough, to freak out over, but it's something that's never happened before, and so, and that's it pretty much. Ever since then, I've been cramping, lower back pain, more than usual. I've always told you guys I have back pain and cramping, but it's definitely intensified. It's not the same normal pain. It was like a 2 or a 1, and now the pain's like a 3 or a 4, sometimes a 4. So the pain has definitely risen, but more cramping. It's never gone away. When I have contractions, which aren't that many, but when I have them, they hurt. They're more stronger. They're more of like a pressure. So that's new. So something's definitely happening. And I knew that if something happened, I can't just jump the gun and go instantly to the hospital and see what's happening. I don't want to do that anymore. I've already gone to the hospital so many times. I'm tired of it. I know it's not safe for me because I'm still so far away from home. I calculated I'm an hour and 45 minutes away from the hospital that I need to deliver at. And I'm just waiting for my symptoms to increase. I'm waiting for something else to happen for me to say, okay, we need to go to the hospital. But if I'm going to stay the way I'm right now, I'm not going to go to the hospital. And I know it sounds crazy, but Paul's still on he has 2 more nights left. And we have our children, and it's just complicated. He's sleeping right now because he works graveyard, so that makes things really hard, because when I'm sleeping, he's awake, and then when I'm awake, he's sleeping. So that really doesn't help. So if I go into labor at night, I'll be the one with no sleep, and if I go into labor during the day, he'll be the one with no sleep. So that's really stressing me out. It's not really stressing me out. It's just a fact, and it's a little stressful, but I don't let it get to me. I just fell out of breath. Can you hear me? I'm so out of breath. But yeah, my contractions haven't really, they increased by just a tiny bit, but not a bunch. And I feel like maybe my cervix has dilated just because of the spotting. And I Googled spotting could be your cervix getting ready to ripen or to dilate more. And since I'm already 90% effaced, I'm going to go with I dilated. And I hope I did, because I'm getting kind of tired of hearing I'm 2 centimeters. And the scar tissue has been bothering me these last few days since my last appointment, which was last Thursday. So I'm hoping the scar tissue has like relaxed or something. I don't know. I haven't had time to go get any of the evening primrose oil, but I'm going to get off this now. And the question of the day is, my mom suggested it and it was a good one. Oh, do you think I'm having a boy or do you think I'm having a girl? All right, bye guys.